Hey everyone, welcome to the WRight Nurse. Today we'll be discussing the difference between an associate's degree in nursing and a bachelor's degree in nursing. I know when I personally was looking for a program, there were many differences between the two, but also similarities as well. If you want to see the difference between the two, please continue watching. Okay, so there's always this huge debate between, should I just go for the associate's degree? Should I just go for the bachelor's of science degree in nursing? Which one is best? Honestly, there's 5 factors that I realize are the most important when determining which one you want to go for. The 5 are cost, location and market, time, lifestyle, and also pay. Those are the 5 factors that you will want to look into when deciding which program is right for you. So let's start with cost. Cost is a major factor when determining what school you want to go to and what program you would like to do. Of course, you have in-state tuition, which is cheaper than out-of-state tuition, and then you also have the community college versus a 4-year university. So many people will decide to do a community college because it's a lot cheaper. We all know about student loan debt, and we all have some, I'm sure. So you honestly, it would just depend. Like, maybe you say, I don't want to do the associate's degree and I want to just go for the 4-year, but choose an in-state since that would be cheaper than an out-of-state tuition program. So that's something to definitely consider when looking for an associate's degree program or a bachelor's degree program in nursing. Next is location and market. So I cannot stress enough to research. Everyone lives in a different state and everyone's situation is different, but depending on your location and the job market in your location, it may be best to obtain your bachelor's of science degree first. Where I live, we're a small state, but one of the major hospitals that a lot of people try to work at, they will hire you with your associate's degree in nursing. However, you have to sign a contract saying that you'll get your bachelor's of science within 3 years from your date of hire. So a lot of associate's degree people that I know that are in the nursing program or have graduated from the nursing program now have been hired and they were able to find employment. But I can't say that for some of my other nursing friends who live in other states who have obtained their associate's degree in nursing but have a hard time finding a job because many hospitals want you to have a bachelor's of science in nursing. So what I would do is honestly go on the job career website to some of the hospitals or even nursing homes in your area and see what the criteria are for an RN. Some may say require a BSN and some may say will take an associate's degree as long as you're willing to get your BSN within a year or 2 to 3 years within hire. So that's something I cannot stress. This is research. Next, I want to talk about time. So there's a slight misconception when it comes to the associate's degree versus the bachelor's degree. So in the end, they're all the same. It's the same time. So for an associate's degree, what they don't tell you is that the prerequisites to get into the actual program can take between a year to 2 years to complete. Then the actual nursing program itself is 2 years. So if you add that up, that's 4 years. Some say, well, if I got to do all that, I might as well just get the BSN. And that's something to actually think about because it's the same amount of time. You're doing 4 years for the associate's degree when you can do 4 years just to get your bachelor's degree and you'll just be done. So that is something to consider. So something to think about. Number 4 will be lifestyle. So I put this in here because everyone's situation honestly is different. Some people may be married with kids and others may be a single mother or a single father. So it also depends if you even have the support system. Are you able to not work while you're in the program? Some programs, if not most programs, recommend that you don't work or just do a part-time job. But we have bills. We're adults here. So that's not always an option, especially when it comes to health insurance and if you have family and dependents that, are depending on you to keep a job for health insurance and financial reasons. You can't always just be able to quit. So I say it depends on your individual situation. Like my nursing program, I will be doing clinicals in the morning and my classes are in the morning along with lab, but I'm able to work in the evenings. Now, I'm just working part-time, but I do know others in the program with me who were accepted have to still continue to work a full-time job. So that program that I'm in is you're able to pick your classes. So they have you know, the morning classes with the morning clinical, and then they have the evening clinical with evening classes. But I'm doing an associate's degree program. Not all bachelor's degree programs offer that. So that's why I always recommend researching, because the programs in my area, in my state, the ones that are within about 30 to 45 minutes from where I live, they're full-time programs. Some of them are accelerated as well, and they don't give you that option. Like, you have a set time where you have to be in class. You don't get the option to choose a day clinical or an evening clinical. The community college that I'm at allows me to pick which one that I wanted to do, so that was definitely a benefit. So again, research the school to see what options are available. Try to network, because you know, the state I live in is really small, so it's not hard to find someone who graduated from the program and see, like, oh, you know, what clinical options were available. So I definitely recommend researching to see what school will actually fit your individual situation financially, and, you know, personally. Definitely research that. Last but not least, I'm not going to go into great detail about this, but it's just known that a bachelor's of science degree person initially may start off making more than an associate's degree. It varies. There's information out there. I recommend researching that yourselves, because again, it depends on the state. Some states, an associate's degree and a bachelor's degree may actually start off entry level making the same, but again, throughout time the pay may fluctuate, just because, you know, a bachelor's degree is a higher education than an associate's degree. While in other states, you know, it may be a $6,000 difference yearly between an associate's degree and a bachelor's degree in nursing. So again, research your state. Here in my state, it starts off the same, but eventually it differentiates between the first 1 to 4 years working as an RN. And also, what you'll want to look at too is, what is your end goal? Some people just want to become a RN. So if you're becoming an RN and you work at a place that doesn't require you to get your BSN, then you can just do the associate's degree and bam, you're done. But if you desire to actually go further with your education, such as become a nurse practitioner, a nurse anesthetist, you know, clinical specialist, like, there's so many options where you can go in nursing, but in the end, you will have to obtain at least a BSN to even go into those higher positions, you know, or even to get into a master level program. But with that, you can still do that with an associate's degree. So again, as I stated, it depends on your individual situation. So for example, I already have a bachelor's degree in business management. So I research to see what program I can do that can give me that RN to BSN. So one, I did an associate's degree because it's cheaper, and also the community college in my area it's highly ranked. It's actually better than the universities in my area. So, and their pass rate is also higher as well. So that's why I went with the community college, mainly because it's cheaper and that the pass rate was higher as well, and they have a better reputation than the universities in my area. But with that being said, there's other programs that I can go to that has the accelerated RN to BSN, because some of those core classes I'm not going to have to take, such as the maths. Like, I took all the maths and accounting classes you could think of with the business management degree. So the only thing I will actually have to do is the core BSN classes for the nursing portion, and then after that I'll be able to just graduate with my BSN. And the great part that I like is, yeah, you know, I'll have my associate's degree, but I can work as an RN and then do the RN to BSN online, which I love. So that way I can have a life again, because after nursing school, you know, it's definitely a sacrifice. So I wanted to still be able to work and just do the BSN classes online. So that's my personal opinion. So just to recap here, there's 5 factors I believe you should really pay attention to when deciding if you want to do an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree. Again, it's cost. Check out the different costs in your area for the schools, for the community college and the universities. Cost is a big factor. If you got that money, go on, get the BSN. But when I tell you, student loan debt is real, and if you can save, I always recommend going that route. Next is location and market. Research the area you live in, or even the area or state you want to work in. See, are they hiring associate degree nurses, or do they require bachelor's degree nurses? always just always do your research for yourself. It's the best way to find out any information. Time. Do you have the time to, you know, give 4 years? Or, well, we did talk about time. It's kind of the same, but then there are some accelerated programs as well where you can get your degree within 2 to 3 years. So how much time do you honestly have? Which will lead me to, you know, lifestyle. You know, are you able to work full-time? Do you have to work full-time? Do you need to work, you know, part-time? Health benefits, your family. That's something to really think about as well. And last but not least, pay. So I hope this information was valuable. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them in the description box below, and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you for watching.